deeper to sleep, and gang, as you do, I'm going to talk with this exceptionally good, stay in your chairs. I'm going to talk to this exceptionally good group of audience members. Folks in the audience, the hypnosis and the imagination work hand in hand. So you know I'll give these beautiful gals and handsome fellows suggestions of things they already know the answers and outcome to. Things like they're getting hot or they're getting cold, so you know physically they'll do neither. They react to such from past memory. As an example, if I tell them they're getting hot, some may perspire. May find them sweating. May find them fanning themselves with an open hand to get some air moving. It's the exact same thing you would do or have done when you were hot, and that's why it makes sense staying in your chairs at all times. I may tell them they're getting cold. You need to know this, they won't get cold. Yet some may shiver. Some teeth may chatter. May find them rubbing their hands together for body warmth. So we're clear, staying in them chairs like you're velcroed in and got a seatbelt on. I may tell them to laugh out loud at a funny movie. You need to know this, they won't see the movie. But once the suggestion's there, this is how this works, suggestion reflex. Suggestion reflex. And because of my limited amount of time, I only have the ability to use the deepest and the best people. Everything I say to the stars up here is real, and they will act as such. To my friends in the special chairs, you're the beautiful gals and handsome fellows we're going to use in the show. And I've got exceptional news for you. You, my friends, have a chance of winning $100,000 tonight. Because as you're excited, I'm excited for you. I want you to keep your eyes closed unless I ask you to open them, and I'm not gonna right now, but on the count of 3. I want you to imagine that we've just boarded you on a bus where you're holding in your possession a live ticket worth $100,000. Anyone that's trying this in the audience, on the count of 3, you're gonna wake up and enjoy this show. And our special chairs that were brought up, the count of 3, you're going to sit up tall with your eyes closed and imagine we boarded you on a bus to take you to the racetrack. We do it now. On 1, sit up tall, everybody. 2, keep your eyes closed. And 3, sit up tall, everybody. Sit up tall right where you're at. Imagine we've just boarded you on a bus. Eyes closed, you hear everything. Eyes closed, but sit up tall. Eyes closed, sitting up right here. Eyes closed, sit up tall. Put your back in the chair at all times. Eyes closed. On the next count of 3, let your chin go closer to your chest. It's called pyramiding. Watch yourself instantly go deeper on 1, 2, 3. Staying in your chairs. We're on the bus, ladies and gentlemen. It is no longer May. It's the middle of August, and the weatherman here in Saugatuck says we're going to set every temperature record known to man. He says it's going to be about 110, 112 degrees. This bus holds 40 people. There's over 200 on here. We're jammed in here like sardines. And it's hotter than a pepper. Hot. Humid. It's hotter inside than it is outside. In fact, the humidity is a big stifling, about 90-95%. On the count of 3, you're going to feel a wave of heat hit you, and it's unbearable. You're going to take your right hand and fan yourselves to get some relief. We're going to do that now on 1, 2, 3. Fan yourselves, everybody. Get some instant relief. Eyes closed at all times. Just fan yourselves. Hot. It's sticky. You hear everything. Humid. My gosh, why is it so dang hot? It's about 108, 109 degrees. And it is sticky. Sit up tall, hot, humid. You hear everything, by the way. Laughter will take you deeper. It's called compounding, hot. Now, on the count of 3, the sun is going to come out from behind a cloud and beat down on this big metal bus roof. And when it does, it's going to get stifling on 1. Feel it. It's about 110, 112, and the humidity is kicking your butt. My gosh, why is it so damn hot? Use 2 hands. You'll get double the relief. You deserve it. 2, feel the sun. It's got to be about 113, 114 degrees, and you begin to perspire. Please shut this video off, young lady. You cannot do that. And here comes that sun. 3, my gosh. Why is it so hot? It's hotter than a $2 pistol in here. That's how hot it is. Fan yourselves. I got good news. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Feel that? The heater went off and the air conditioner kicked on. Yeah, buddy, 80 degrees. That's jamming. Yeah, 70 degrees. That feels good. Sit up tall, heads upright, 60 degrees. Getting a little chilly on the bus. I know you're from Michigan and you get that lake effect cold and snow too. It's getting cold. 40 degrees, everybody. Getting chilly on the bus. 30 degrees. Why is it so cold? Rub your hands together, my friends. Please, you begin to shiver. At 20 degrees, there's a chill going down the back of your neck. Rub the back of your neck, my friends. It's cold. Wait a minute, take a big breath in. Feel that? Exhale. Ah, they got the heater and the air conditioner working together. Feel that? 50 degrees. Thank goodness. 60. Ah. 70 comfortable degrees. Sit up tall, heads upright, hands in your lap. We're still in the bus. There's a problem with the bus ride is, though. There's a real pesky fly in here. This fly seems to have picked you out. There's no touching, but doggone it, there's a fly on the end of your nose. Don't touch one another, but swat that pot liquor. The fly is a relentless little bugger. Seems to have picked you out. Everybody on this bus. The mind is the most powerful thing you guys have control. If you're not controlling it, you should look into it. It's controlling you. There's a fly on your nose. Son of a gun. That dang fly is relentless. It's in your hair. Hey, I got good news. The fly's gone. I got the best news of the night. Listen to what the parents, the chaperones, the people that went out and got donations and did fundraisers for this event. Sit up tall. Listen to what they did for you. This is so cool. They made special arrangements. You ready for this? They bought everybody a pet bird. They're worth $500 a piece. They're 1 day old. They're tame. Everybody wants one. Everybody gets one. Stick your right hand out in your pointing index finger. Finger only. I'm going to come by. Yep, on the count of 3. I'm going to snap my fingers. There's going to be a pet bird. Very tame. Worth $500. Put your hand out there. Worth $500 on your finger right now. Pet the bird, everybody. It's a pretty bird. Yeah, pet him. You're beautiful. This fellow over here, by the way, is snoring. If I pet him. Different mic, Mikey. Pet them. You know, give those birds a little smoochy smooch. Give them a kiss. They're pretty birds. They're worth $500. Now the guy at the pet store said some of the birds were boys and some were girls. I didn't get a chance to look. In your imaginations only, with your eyes closed, everybody take a peek and see if you got a boy or a girl. See what you got, everybody. Take a peek. Because if you got a boy bird, that's a breeder. That's a stud. They're worth $2,500. I know quite a few of you do. If you got a boy bird, raise your hand, your other hand. Yeah. That's a stud bird. That's a breeder bird. Eyes closed. You know the problem with the bird is right now, though? The bird is stuck to your finger, and it's got diarrhea. Yuck. Shake that dirty bird loose. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. The bird's gone. You're clean. Don't touch each other. The bird's gone. Let your hand hit your lap. This is so cool. They just handed me a note. I am the bearer of some exceptional good news. Sit up tall. They made special arrangements for you handsome fellas and you lovely gals to take a screen test to be in a movie for 1 day for $100,000. Now, I already know the answer to this, but I got to ask you. If you could use $100,000 graduating and starting off another chapter of your life, whether it's college or moving into the workforce, if you could use $100,000, I know the answer to this. Nod your head yes and get excited about this. I can't guarantee you're going to earn. You got to earn this. I can't guarantee you're going to get this. They brought in a film crew from Paramount Pictures, 2 big high-dollar cameras for you to take this screen test with. Sit up tall. Make sure they can see your faces. This is easy. On the count of 3, I want you to show the folks at Paramount Pictures what it looks like when you're mad or angry. No touching on 1, 2, 3. You're ticked off. Show them that look right here. You're madder than you've ever done. Show them what it looks like when you're really pissed off. You're mad. Got to remain still. Got no fidgeting. On the count of 3, you're madder than you've ever been. Show them that look. 1, 2, 3. Gosh, dog it. Perfect, by the way. All right, cut. That was awesome. This next one's easy. Sit up tall so the folks at Paramount can see you. On the count of 3, show them a happy face. 1, 2, 3. Life just got good. You're feeling like $1 million. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. You feel awesome. On the next count of 3, you feel better than you felt in years. Show them that look. The folks at Paramount Pictures. 1, 2, 3. You're feeling wonderful. Yeah. You're feeling so good. On the count of 3, they say laughter is the best medicine, and each and every one of you is going to laugh out loud. 1, 2, 3. Your favorite comedian has just told you a joke so funny. It's one of them jokes where your side begins to hurt. I'm not kidding you. You are cracking me up. Oh, it's the funniest thing. And the more you laugh, the funnier it becomes. We're kicking. Oh, you're killing me. Oh, jeez. Well, that's perfect, by the way. Excellent. All right, cut. That was awesome. Listen up. I am the bearer of some exceptional news. You ready? You all made the final cut and audition for the movie. Kudos. Congratulations. Let's give them an Academy Award-winning performance. Sit up tall. The count of 3, you're no longer yourself. No touching. The count of 3, you're going to become the vampire Count Dracula, showing the teeth and the fangs. 1, 2, 3. Big teeth, y'all. Big fangs, everybody. Teeth, people. Fangs, everybody. Teeth. Look like I'm smiling. I'm about to bite your butt. If you're real good, on the count of 3, use your claws and make the growling sound. 1, 2, 3, big claws, people. I'll tear you up. All right, cut. That's perfect. Perfect, by the way. Audience, this might be the best one. Check this one out. Stars, on the count of 3, you're no longer yourselves. You got to remain seated. On the count of 3, you're goldfish swimming in a goldfish bowl. 1, 2, 3. It's a beautiful day in the goldfish bowl. Well, it's a beautiful day in the goldfish bowl. It's a wonderful day in the goldfish bowl. All the doo-dah. Hey, look, everybody, in your imaginations only, they just put some food at the top of the tank. You got to remain seated, but get a little bite to eat. Get a little something. Yum, yum. That is delish. Yummo. All right, cut. Forget that and sleep as you do. I'm going to talk with this wonderful audience, staying in your chairs upright. Friends in the audience, our friends in the special chairs are experiencing right now what's called a somnambulistic form of relaxation. Hypnosis, it's almost identical to meditating. They hear everything, and yes, some are deeper than others. We're going to take them for you right now, though, and put them in what's called waking hypnosis. This is where the show gets amped up, just a smidgen. The count of 3, I'm going to have these wonderful folks open their eyes and stare at the ceiling. Please, no calling out. I know the bulk of you have heard this expression where someone looks like an animal trapped in the headlights of an oncoming car. They're referring to that stare or gaze. You see it here right now. I'm going to take and put them 100 times deep. Stars, on the count of 3, you'll open your eyes, you will not awaken, you look at the ceiling, and this action will take you deeper on 1, sit up tall, 2 and 3, eyes open, just look at the ceiling. As I count backwards from 3 to 1, each number takes you deeper. On 3, feel yourself sinking 25 times deeper. As your eyes well up, swell up, tear up, and begin to blink. On 2, feel yourself sinking 50 times deeper. You become very heavy with hypnosis. And on the last and final count of 1, 100 times deeper, eyes closed but heads forward, sitting up in your chairs and sleeping, heads forward all the way down, eyes closed. Everything I say to you is real, and you react as such. If you understand that, nod your head yes. The count of 3, you're going to open your eyes. When you do, you're going to smell the worst doggone smell you've ever smelled in your life. Nobody gets sick, nobody yaks or throws up. You're tough. But the stench is horrendous. You got to remain seated. In fact, you got to leave those chairs right where they're at. I'm telling you, nobody gets sick. Nobody yaks. But on the count of 3, when you open your eyes, it's funky in here. On 1, 2, 3, eyes open, big breath in. Dang. Whew. Eyes open. Whew. Eyes open. That's stinky. Sit up tall. That's funky. The count of 3, it gets worse. You're tough. Nobody gets sick. Got to remain seated on 1, 2, 3. That is nasty. It's so bad. On the count of 3, you notice that stench is coming from the person right beside you, and you don't give 2 hoots about their feelings. On the count of 3, I want you to point to the left or right and rat them out. 1, 2, 3. Point wherever the stench is coming from. It smells like somebody coughed in your pants up here. I am not kidding you. That's how close I am. On the count of 3, that bad smell is going to be replaced with the best smell you've ever smelled. 1, 2, 3. Take a big pull of that. Oh, that's jamming. That smells awesome right there. On the next count of 3, eyes open as you enjoy this. On the next count of 3, it becomes irresistible. And it's now coming from that nice person to your left or right. Just turn to the left or right and take a pull of them. A big smell on 1, 2, 3. They smell wonderful. Delicious. Yummo. That does smell good, yeah. Yeah, all right. On the count of three, forget about all smells, good and bad. Audience, would you for the very first time do me a favor and put your hands together for these wonderful folks up here on 1, 2, 3. We'll put them to sleep. Eyes closed, eyes closed, eyes closed. Yeah. On the next count of three, you're going to open your eyes, and when you do, you're going to notice that the audience has clothes on, and well, so do you. However, unbeknownst to me, the back of my pants is missing. When I turn to face the audience, you're going to see it and quite possibly think that's the funniest dang thing you've ever seen. Here's the deal. Don't let me spin around and catch you laughing at me. I'll kick you out of here if you understand that. Nod your head yes. When I'm facing you, you're polite. When I turn to face the audience, you see it, you crack up. Just don't let me catch you. If you understand that, nod your head yes. The count of three, eyes open, feeling like $1,000,000 wide awake on 1, 2, 3. Eyes open, look right here at me. Give me a second or two, I'm going to re-hypnotize you. I just want to lay the ground rules down for these folks. You know, I do these shows all over the world. About 2 weeks ago, I pulled a hamstring back here. I'm telling you flat out, if you've not done that, that crap hurts. So now, before every show, I always open up with some deep bends. Let's be honest, I'm a big old pudgy boy, right? I'm going to wrap my own self up. I'm lazy. This is how lazy I am. I'm so lazy. I quit shooting pool because you got to walk around the table. That's the epitome of lazy. I like the bowl. The ball comes right back to you, and I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. You factor in, I got enough hair on my butt to weave an Indian blanket. Trust me when I tell you, it's quite a visual out here. There's stuff all over the floor, Jane. I don't know what that is, but I don't know if they have to get a janitor or something in here. Audience, on the count of three, give these nice folks another round of applause. Watch them go to sleep on 1, 2, 3. On the next count of three, listen closely. You're no longer yourselves. You're the world's greatest musicians. You play every instrument known to man, even if you never played an instrument. The count of three, you're going to hear a song playing. In your lap right now is an invisible imaginary instrument. You're going to grab that instrument, you're going to pick it up and give a performance of a lifetime. Here's the deal. You got a shot at being a Beyonce music video right here locally for $100,000 for one day. If you could use that money, nod your head yes. I want you to give the performance of a lifetime. Could be a string instrument, a guitar, a banjo, a bass. Could be a wind instrument, a horn, trumpet, trombone, saxophone, bass. Could be anything. Could be the piano. Could be a set of drums. If you understand that, nod your head yes, even if you've never played an instrument. The count of three, you're going to hear that song playing. You're going to grab that instrument. You've got to remain seated and give a performance of a lifetime on 1, sit up tall, 2, and 3. Eyes open, wide awake. Everybody, grab your instruments. Do it now. Eyes open. Pick up your instrument. Do it now if you're going for the 100 grand. Everybody begin to play. That sounds good. He's very lethargic. This was the cat that was snoring a moment ago. This sounds very good up here, by the way. Gosh, that sounds good. Sounds tremendous, folks. To our friends in the audience, this will be available on the YouTube or the iTunes tomorrow if you'd like to get a copy of it. Well, just kidding. Does sound good though, doesn't it? They're rocking on. Here comes a quiet little passage in just a second. Listen to this. It sounds beautiful too. Here it comes. Listen to this. Here we go. Get ready. Get down on your bad selves. Yeah, buddy. Sounds awesome. That was so good, man. Friends in the audience, did you know that you can change your life with just an attempt at something? Sometimes it can be as little as a 5% effort. You already know when you step up to the plate and give something your all, and you give it that 100%, you hit that home run, and you score that touchdown, and you ace that exam. I'm going to show you a couple things with just a couple individuals here to show you just how powerful the mind is. They are very, 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 very good concentrating right now. This is for this lovely gal I'm touching here. If you understand, I'm acknowledging you. Nod your head yes for me. I'm going to remove from your memory the number 6. And when you count forward or backwards, it'll be gone until I change it back. This is what will seem normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Backwards, it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's no number between 5 and 7 until I change it back. If you understand that, nod your head yes for me. Here's the deal, young lady. You're going to think that's normal, except you're going to be very surprised at the outcome. That's for this fabulous gal right here. This is for this handsome fellow I'm touching right here. You understand I'm acknowledging you? Nod your head yes for me. I'm going to remove partner from you and this guy way down here. You understand I'm acknowledging you? Nod your head yes for me. The fellow in the yellow shirt and the fellow in the white hoodie. Fellas, I'm going to remove from your memories, guys, your last names. You won't be able to remember your last names even if you see it or hear it until I change it back. Fellas, if you understand that, nod your head yes for me. Here's the deal, guys. You're not going to think it's going to happen to you. So when it happens to the other guy, you're going to think it's funny. You're going to laugh at him. But it's done in good fun, good nature, and good taste. If you understand that, nod your head yes for me. Just the 2 people I touched in the yellow shirt and the white hoodie. This is for this fellow I'm touching right here. Do not awaken. If you understand I'm acknowledging you, nod your head yes for me. In just a second, partner, your eyes are going to be open. You're going to notice a guy to your left and a guy to your right that doggone it for the life of them. They can't remember their last names, and we all think it's kind of funny. It's all done in good fun, good nature, good taste. Nothing malicious, but we're going to laugh at them. If you understand that, nod your head yes for me. Here's your situation. You can't remember your first, middle, or last name. In fact, when I ask you your name, you're going to tell everybody here, your name is E-I-E-I-O every time I ask you your name. If you understand that, nod your head yes for me. Eyes closed and just sleeping. You understand that? Nod your head yes for me. On the count of 3, you'll all open your eyes. However, anytime I indicate sleep, you'll go deeper. We'll do that now. Hopefully they can mute that. It'll be the best scenario. The count of 3, eyes open. 1, 2, 3. Wide awake, eyes open. Sit up tall. Feeling like $1,000,000. Look right here at me. Big breath in. Feeling wonderful. Feels good to relax like this, doesn't it? Yeah. Would you stand and join me for just a second? Because you do maintain perfect posture and balance. Join me right out here. That's perfect. Would you stick your hands out there just like this? I'm going to grab the microphone. Scoot down here just a little bit as you do. Be conscious of the stage. I don't know if the cord's long enough. We've have a little small cord here. All right. Put your hands closer together. No, just like this. I'm going to touch your fingers. I'm going to put the mic in front of you. And out loud, I'm going to have you acknowledge them. You're going to go 1, 2, and we're going to make our way across. We'll start on 1. Out loud in a big, loud voice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10.
How many of you out there know the moms and dads have done this? Have ever misplaced your keys and you couldn't find them? Look for 2 or 3 times. You come back and those keys that you look for that you couldn't find are there. It's the exact same blocking technique I just used. Let's say this was a mom or a neighbor or an older sister or aunt, uncle, grandma or somebody, and they were smokers and didn't want to be and was trying to get rid of a nicotine craving. This is the exact same blocking technique I would use to get rid of that actual nicotine craving. I don't know this gal, but I do know this. Anything she puts her mind to, she owns, she tackles. Let's start counting backwards. We'll start on 10.
10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch my thumb and finger. On the count of 3, they'll touch. When they do, the number 6 will be back. You count everything perfect, including 6 on 1, 2, 3. It's locked and anchored in. We'll start on 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Please give her and her imagination a round of applause. You look awesome. Sit in the seat. Make sure the seat's there with you. Sir, I've got exceptional news for you. Fill in the end. Stand up, fellas. Stand up. You both made the final audition for the movie for the $100,000. Congratulations. Come this way, right out here front and center. That'd be awesome. You going on to college or you're moving into the workforce? College. Wouldn't that be awesome to start? They just need to know your name for the contract, sir. First name?
Keaton
Middle?
Alexander.
And your last name? What?
I don't know.
Into the camera there, handsome. First name?
Colin.
Middle?
Paul.
Last name, brother? These two cats here, they can't remember their last name. Let's stand this way over here. You stand over there. Yeah. Yes. First name?
Keaton
Middle? Last
Alexander.
name, my man. That is kind of funny. First name, sir?
Colin.
Middle?
Paul.
Last name? In the camera. Hey, buddy. They can't remember the last name. That's somewhat humorous, isn't it? You know, I'm horrible with names, too. Sir, what is your name?
E-I-E-I-O.
I thought so. Just had to ask. All three of you, watch my thumb and finger. On the count of three, they'll touch you. When they do, gentlemen, you'll have your last name. Sir, you'll have your first, middle, and last name. Everything will be back to normal on 1, 2, 3. First name?
Keaton
Middle.
Alexander.
Last name, brother.
Borma.
Give him a round of applause, sir. Have a seat. Make sure the seat's behind you. First name, sir.
Colin.
Middle.
Paul.
Last name.
Bowman.
Give him a round of applause, too. What is your name?
Hunter. Daniel McCanch.
Look right here at me. On the count of three, every time you see me touch my index finger like that to my forehead, you're not going to know why, but you're going to think your shirt's on backwards. You're going to put your arms in your sleeves and spin your shirt around 180 degrees on your back every time you see me do this, right here. 1, 2, 3. It's on backwards. I ain't kidding you. Pretty powerful thing, these minds, you know, aren't they? This mic cord's not long enough. Eyes closed and sleeping right there. Give me a high five. Go to sleep. Index finger. Eyes closed. Follow this, my friend. Eyes closed. Everything. Eyes closed. Eyes closed. I don't often get this out. You've never seen one of those? That's an invisible hypnosis boomerang. Look right here, brother. Like a boomerang, you throw it, it comes back. This one's going to come back and it's going to hit you. There's no pain, but it'll put you back to sleep. You can actually trace it. It works like this. Watch. Concentrate really good. How you doing, man? You're dead tired, aren't you? When did you get up this morning? 7, yeah, sleep. Nice. Round of applause, audience. They're wonderful. With this, if you've got another activity, I'm just giving you a couple minute notice here. This is just for the fellas. Everybody sit up tall. Keep your eyes closed. I was talking down, but we can too. Sit up tall. This is just for the guys. Ladies, you keep your eyes closed. Sit up tall, ladies. Gentlemen, stick your stomachs out. I got a big stomach, you do too. I got the biggest stomach in the whole county. Put that bad boy out there, bought and paid for, mine is. Gentlemen, on the count of 3, when you open your eyes, guys, you're going to get the shock of your lives. This is for the guys only. Ladies, you'll stay there with your eyes closed. Gentlemen, when you open your eyes, you're going to get the shock of your life as you notice you're 6 months pregnant. You're very concerned. The count of 3, it's kind of shocking when you open those eyes on 1, 2, 3. Eyes open, wide awake. What in the heck? Oh, on the count of three, it gets worse. The other one, on the count of three, you're 9 months pregnant and there's some contractions kicking your fannies. On 1, 2, 3, oh my. Try to get up by the chairs. Try to get up. You can't. The contractions are kicking your butt. Audience, we're going to fix this. If you got a moment, you're going to want to watch this one. On the count of three, we're going to deliver these babies. Gentlemen, on the count of three, you're going to breathe and push. Do not soil yourself. I had a guy poop his pants at Harris in Las Vegas about 5 years ago. That's how hard he pushed. Do not soil your britches. Also, do not flip over backwards. Keep all 4 legs of that chair on the ground and yours too. On the count of three, you're going to put your legs out in front of you. Do not flip over backwards or do a wheelie. On the count of three, we're going to deliver these babies. On 1, 2, 3. Push, fellas. Breathe. Push, my man. On the count of three, your babies are going to come out. 1, 2, 3. Pop. Get your baby. Pick them up. Pick up your baby. There's no pain. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. Oh, man. I don't have a mic that'll get down here. I apologize here. I got to talk with them though. Hold your babies. Hold your babies. Young man, what have you got down here? A little boy, a little girl. Hold him up and show this nice girl. Is that not one handsome rabbit? Oh, she's got a little girl. If you can't hear, show her. She is precious. What do you got, my man? Oh, boy. Yeah. Oh, so tall. He looks just like you. That's a handsome fellow. What do you got, brother? Boy or girl? He's handsome. What do you got down there in the end? Oh, girl, she's beautiful. She is precious. Guys, look right here at me. Gentlemen, eyes open. Eyes open. Look here at me. Stick your babies right out in front of you. I'm going to show you the best magic trick you've ever seen in your life. The count of three, those babies are going to disappear in a cloud of dust, and you're happier than the Dickens on 1, 2, 3. Guys can't get pregnant, you already know that. But here's what I know about you. When it is time for you to become dads, if that ever happens, be the best dads you can ever be. On the count of three, audience, give these fellas a round of applause, put them to sleep on We are going to wake them up right now, folks. Let me tell you about what's going on right here. Right now, I am talking directly to these nice folks' subconscious minds. And when we're in a situation like this, it's a good spot to put a positive thought, and we'll do that for them right now. This is for the guys and the gals. Sit up tall. If you acknowledge and understand I'm talking to you, nod your head yes for me. Sit up tall. I want you to gather your thoughts. I want you to commit in front of everybody here right now. I want you to acknowledge by nodding your head yes. I want you to commit in front of a room full of friends. I want you to acknowledge by nodding your head yes, that you understand that you will not drink and drive. If you understand that, nod your head yes for me. If you ever get in a car with someone that is drinking and driving, you will ask them to let you out. If you understand that, nod your head yes for me. And while we're on the subject where we're helping right here, listen to me closely. I want you also to acknowledge that you will not text and drive. If you understand that, guys and gals, nod your head yes for me. I want you to commit to that. I can't thank you enough for coming up here. On the count of three, you're going to sit up tall and forget about everything that's happened to you up here tonight, except those two thoughts. When your friends tell you about it, you'll be a good sport on what a good time you had. You'll still be hypnotized. You'll still have your eyes closed on 1, 2, 3. Eyes closed, but sit up tall. I am about to waken you up, and I do it by counting forward from 1 to 5. When I reach the number 5, you'll be totally energized and invigorated and wide awake. To anyone that tried this in the audience, when I count forward from 1 to 5, you will also wake up feeling better than you felt in years. You see, by being hypnotized, it means you accept suggestions. My last one will be for you to enjoy the rest of your evening in a safe environment. On the first count of 1, sit up tall. Take a big breath in. I don't know you. You've only been up here a couple minutes, but anything you put your mind to, you will own. On 2, take a bigger breath in. This time, rotate your head, neck, and shoulders around. As you do, notice how positive your thoughts are. Wide awake, feeling energized, feeling like $1,000,000. On the next count of 3, twist the trunk of your body around. As you do, notice how energized you are. In fact, everybody right now, Kind of tap your feet up and down. As you do, that'll get you invigorated, energized. Do that right now and watch yourself instantly get a little more awake. On the next count of 4, notice how clear and alert your mind is, feeling positive about our experience. And on the last and final count of 5, eyes open, wide awake. Big breath in. Audience, another round of applause for the real star of our show. Look here at me. Good Boston, by the way. Look here. No conversations for 1 second, 1 minute or so. Let me chat with the nice folks in the audience. Folks, the fact that all hypnosis is self-hypnosis, if you ever have any interest in this, just punch in the word self-hypnosis. It'll take you to hundreds of pages of scripts. Here's a good one for you if you ever want to try or practice this. Bookmark the particular script that is for attention-based headache. Anytime you have a headache and the length of time it takes to listen to this, you can get rid of attention-based headache, and it's a good way to practice. My name's Chuck King. My website's chuckking.com, chuckkingcomedy.com, or kinghypnosis.com. I want to thank you again. I want you to look right here at me. I want everybody to stand up as you do, maintain perfect posture and balance. When I come by and interview you, I don't have a mic cable far enough to get down to you, but I will come say hi to you before I cut you loose. How you doing, young lady? Feeling good down there?
Yeah.
You relaxed?
Yeah.
Take that as a compliment that you allow yourself to do this. You did very good concentration. How about you, brother? Feeling good? How long do you think you were in that chair? 15 minutes? How long do you think you were in that chair? Maybe 10 minutes? Did you get relaxed? Yeah. Everybody look here at me. You've heard of people that count sheep. We've all heard that, count sheep to go to sleep. These nice folks, guys and gals, experience what's called a progressive relaxation. And anytime you'd like to capture these feelings, just start at the top of your head and work to the tips of your toes. Did you get relaxed? Yeah, nice job. How about you, friend? Yeah? Your shirt's on backwards. You were smart. Yeah, how about you? Thanks for helping me. Let's give him a round of applause. Be very conscious of that video camera. Be very conscious of the microphone cable. Yeah, don't forget your shampoo. Hey, you want to dance?